Here we are, back with another review, and today we are checking out this Walking Dead trivia game brought to you by Cardinal Games and AMC, a little collaboration. So without further ado, let's hop right into the review here. So this is another follow-up for our spooky board game reviews for the month of October. So to round out the month, we got this Walking Dead trivia game here. So let's check out what we got inside here. We got 20 character cards. We got trivia card deck and an instruction card. And yeah, pretty simple little box here. It looks like it's got the theme from the prison. We got the prison theme here. So I imagine, let's see if we got a date on here. 2014. So all kinds of stuff. We got an Amazon sticker on the bottom. Let's check out what we got here. We got a mess is what it looks like. Let's see what we got here. Looks like we got some Walking Dead cards. These are character cards, I imagine. These are the trivia ones. This is a trivia card. These are all character cards. So there's the Walking Dead cards there. And those are all trivia cards. And then we got the character cards here. Here's the instructions, and then we got more trivia cards. So, we don't even need to take those out. I think we got enough here to check out what we got going on here. So here we got the game rules, playing the game. So basically, the challenger answers questions correctly or incorrectly, and depending on that, they pass it off to the next player, and that would end the round. The winning player basically starts each round. Let's see what it's winning the game. The first player to win 4 picture cards wins the game. So I guess you could steal cards from other players. Pretty interesting how they created a dynamic for a trivia game. But I imagine if you're not going with the dynamic of the Walker, Daryl Dixon, Walkers, interesting. Rick Grimes. Huh, so there's some duplicates in here. There's another Daryl. Another Michonne. Okay, interesting. Alright, so I guess if you're not doing the the game aspect of it, you could probably just put those aside. And just sit around and ask each other trivia questions about The Walking Dead. So, let's see what kind of stuff we got in here. So it looks like we have 2 questions per card. And let's see what we got here. In Season 3 of The Walking Dead, which character goes with Daryl to find the baby formula? So, and then it has the highlighted answer, which in this one would be Maggie. How many bullet fragments need to be removed from Carl's body in The Walking Dead Season 2? 6, that's the answer to that. So it looks like we're right around the prison for most of these questions. Doesn't look like it. Well, it's 2014. So looking at about Season 4. So 3 and 4, which is exactly what it looks like. These are themed off of 4 seasons. We got in The Walking Dead, which character does the governor ask for in exchange for allowing Rick to live in peace? He asks for Michonne. What does Bob use to kill the new zombified gas station owner in Season 4? Screwdriver. So it looks like the bottom question, like this past one about the bullet fragments, that's a pretty intricate question. That's a pretty basic question, who he asks to go. Same thing with this. This is a basic question. This is a little bit more intricate. Screwdriver. Let's look at another card, though. Steel card. At what time had the clock stopped when Rick Grimes awakens from his coma in The Walking Dead premiere? Wow. Okay, so that's a difficult one, too, to remember. But it's a steel card, so if you get that right, you get to steal. In Season 3 of The Walking Dead, Glenn asks Herschel for which character's hand in marriage. And then that's a pretty basic one. It seems like the top question goes with the flow of the story, and the bottom one is more of a true fan type of question. We got in Season 4, what does Rick give Carl after torching the pig pen? So he gives him a gun. He buried it. He got it out of the ground. I guess a prisoner must have buried it or something. You got in The Walking Dead, Morgan lures walkers into wooden stakes using what kind of animals as bait? So you got rats. You have the rats in the cages on the skateboards. And then you got who shoots young Sophia when she's discovered to be a walker in The Walking Dead. Well, that's interesting because that's actually more of a plot point. So I'm glad we kept going through the cards. So it looks like it's just random questions. It doesn't look like it increases in difficulty of knowledge, familiarization of The Walking Dead. It just seems like they're random questions because this is a definite TV adaptation question, but it's definitely in the flow of the story of the show. So pretty interesting. I do think that you need to definitely familiarize yourself with those seasons before you probably play this game, because there are some pretty difficult questions in here in regards to being detailed oriented, but there's also some pretty easy ones here. So the layman who watches the show could probably get most of these right, like what time was on the alarm clock when Rick wakes up. Come on, that's a crazy question. Who appears as Dr. Edwin Jenner in the Walking Dead episode Wildfire from the first season? And then so you basically have to know the actor's name for that question. So it goes a little bit beyond just the main storyboard. We got in season 3 of The Walking Dead, Merle tells the governor that they should use whom as their inside man. Daryl suggested his brother. And then we got a factoid here. Well, look at that. Daryl and Merle are brothers and grew up together in the mountains of North Georgia. Factoid. It's the only card that we've pulled so far with a factoid on it. So, interesting game here, though. I will say that. Definitely interesting. A little trivia game. The questions were pretty decent. It definitely was centered around the first 4 seasons of The Walking Dead. I would definitely say that's pretty for sure. And the detailed orientedness of it pretty much ranges from layman terms to the person who's just basically watches The Walking Dead on TV and knows that and knows the storyboard, and then it goes down to the people who actually pay attention to the little small things like how many pieces of bullet were pulled out of Carl in season 2. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more content like this, subscribe for more. We do board game reviews every single Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that, and have a great rest of your day.